Hi, this is Amritpal Kaur and I hope that you all are doing good. Today, this particular video is especially for the students who are appearing for GT exam and they want to know how they should attempt their task 1 so that they can score 7.5 and higher in their final exam. So before starting this particular video, you must know the difference between academic and GT. So academic, from its name, it's clear that the person is going for the academics, that is on the study permit. So it is academic also is for the person who is going for study, and now that study could be after 12th or graduation or post graduation whatsoever, but the person has to do academic. And GT is for the students, for the aspirants, who wants to go either on work permit or on the PR basis. So for GT, generally the band requirement is quite high when it comes to express entry. So let's start our task 1. So basically task 1 in case of GT is letter, and letters are further divided into 3 different types. The very first type is informal letters, then it is semi-informal, or you can say semi-formal, whatsoever you want to name it, and the last one is formal letter. And you must know the difference between these types, otherwise it would be tough for you to attempt, because the tone of the letter matters a lot. So let's firstly see the difference between these 3 types. Firstly, informal letters are always to the friends, only and only friends. Okay, the person you know quite well, and there is no need of some formality or kind of thing. So these are exclusively for the friends. And then it comes to the semi-formal letters or semi-informal letters. So these letters are to the person who we respect socially on the behalf of ethics. For example, writing a letter to the editor or the neighbor or anybody. You have no need to obey the order of the person, but yeah, on the grounds of social ethics, you have to pay respect and you should know how to talk to a person. So that comes under a semi-formal tone. And now last one is formal letters. So these letters are totally and highly formal. The tone of the letter should be highly formal, and these letters are either to your teachers, principal, or the one you are answerable to. For example, your boss. Maybe you may have need to take permission before taking leave or something like. So these letters are to the teachers or principal or boss or employer, and these are to the editors, as I have mentioned earlier, or neighbors. Okay, so this is the basic difference. So now the another main difference between these 3 letters is the starting. So when it comes to the starting, these letters, informal letters, generally start with Dear Geeta, for example. Okay, so because Geeta is my friend, so I have just written her name. So next is semi-informal or formal. So it could be it could be written like Dear Sir as well. But if you know that if you are writing to the neighbor, then you must know the name of the person. So you can write Dear Mr. Brad or Singh or whatsoever you want, because you know the person, you know the name, so you can directly mention the name, mention the surname of the person, last name. Okay, and formal, there is no, there you should actually avoid writing the name. So it is better to write Dear Sir or Madam and comma. So this is the starting. And the last and the main difference is ending. So ending of this informal letter is like yours truly, or it could be kind regards, best regards somehow, and your first name only, Amrit. Okay, and here you can write kind regards, best regards, as well as yours sincerely. This is much more good to write. Okay, full name Amritpal Kaur. And if you use Celticinum engineer, you can write that as well. And here as well, but here you should use yours faithfully, Amritpal Kaur. So this is all about task 1 when it comes to GT, and I hope that this will help you to decide the nature of the letter. Okay, so now the next thing which is really very important when it comes to letters is that what are the different types of letter on the basis of their nature. So let's start. So the very first maybe thank. I'm writing to thank. Second is complain. I'm writing to complain. Third may be related to inquiry. I'm writing to inquire about. Then to respond, it may be a response letter. You may have received some letter and in response to the same you may be writing the person. Okay, and last is like sorry or apologizing, and sometime mixture of these two may also come, like they may say that you should say thanks and invite them to visit your home as well. Okay, so it could be, sometimes it could be like simple letter that may be saying the hi or something like that. Your friend may have written to you after after a long time, and the person just want to know that how you are and how you are doing in your life. So this is how. And in sometimes they actually join this sixth letter with the help as well, that someone may have written you to, someone may has written to you to ask about your help, that the person is unable to decide which course the person should do. So this is how these letters go, and this is also very important. And when it comes to lexical resources, then you should use lexical resources according to the word. For example, thanks letter are generally polite. Complaint letters, in it we can use harsh words, and inquiry we need to use polite words, and response again polite, sorry highly polite, and the tone should be very very kind and down to earth. And the last one is help. It should be more optimistic. Your letter should sound that you are ready to help, and the person can, you should able to convince the person that the person will contact you in case of, in the hour of need. Okay, so I hope that this video will help you a lot. Thank you. God bless you all.